Hey everybody, welcome to Threading It Together. I'm Tracy Shaw, I'm principal at Thread Strategies. I'm here with my colleague and good friend, Lori Lipstein, who's the founder and another principal at Thread Strategies. Today we're just going to go a little bit deeper into our corporate partnerships and with the series, the tips and tricks that we like to offer in this series. You might have seen other short video clips about corporate partnerships, but today we're really going to talk about types of partnerships and the reason why you should really explore the different types of partnerships and what work for you. So, Laura, let's get started. I want to talk a little bit about the fact that we like to refer to our corporate entities as partners versus sponsorships and things like that. Can we talk about that a little bit? What is the purpose of that language versus just sponsor or partner?
Yeah, you all might be thinking, oh, for fundraising, corporate sponsors. How do we get corporate sponsors? How do we get corporate sponsors? Well, corporate sponsorship is one way to work with a corporation. It's probably the way people are most familiar with. You go to a gala, you see corporations' names everywhere, or you go to a walk or a run and you see, the branding to sponsor the event. Actually, they literally say this event is sponsored by. So obviously, corporate sponsorships are a thing, but we are talking about corporate partnerships because there are other ways to work with corporations beyond just that old school classic, I'll say maybe a nicer way, sponsorship model. So that exists, it's out there. We're not saying to not think about it, but today we're going to be talking about beyond corporate sponsorships. So we have a few different ways that you can be thinking about working with corporations. So I'll let Tracy take the first one.
All right. So the first thing that comes to mind is cause marketing. I think because I think that's the step that we would take. You think partnering with a larger corporation that might have some marketing dollars to put behind a launch, a campaign. Think the pink ribbon or the balloon for Children's Miracle Network. Those are examples of cause marketing campaigns. Now, those are large, national, international campaigns that most of us are really familiar with. But businesses and entities in your location, region, or very hyper-local type businesses are also willing and able and would love to partner with the nonprofits in their communities to elevate and to really make their brand more visible and partner their brand with that organization because of their shared mission. So the cause marketing is awesome. It doesn't have to be international. It can be, and that would be awesome, but there are lots of opportunities to partner in the marketing space with different companies or like local businesses in your area.
Yeah, that would be like, I buy this bar of soap and $1 of it goes to this nonprofit kind of thing. Marketing a product or a service for a cause, and then that cause gets some of the money back.
And I was going to say this in this day and age too, there's so much opportunity in the digital space because so much of business is done online, and so there's a lot of great opportunity for people to jump online with those products that are sold through even like Etsy or things like that. Really partnering with businesses that really want to elevate your vision and your values in the world.
Absolutely. Another thing to think about is, dollars are always super important. Of course, we're always looking for dollars, but there are other ways you could offset your budget with input or from a corporation. So think about in-kind opportunities. Are there goods? Do you need water for something you're doing, or paper for your office, or I don't know? Look at your budget, everything that you're spending money on for the year, and could you potentially get some of those things donated from a corporation? Or services, can you get some pro bono legal help or accounting help, or anything that's relevant to your mission? The one thing we would say here is don't just take things you don't need. That's not actually really helping.
No, it's not.
I did that once. I filled up a whole conference room with a bunch of junk I took for free, and then my nonprofit, I think like 10 years later, they're still trying to...
Oh gosh, they're still trying to get rid of it.
Get rid of it. So don't just take any item if it's not... if you don't have a real purpose, then it's not really going to be a true partnership. But look at your budget. That's the best way to figure it out. Look at your budget. What are you spending money on? And is there a way to go after some of those necessary things for your program and your nonprofit in a pro bono, in-kind way from a corporation, and to extend back to them some benefits as your partner in working with those items?
Yeah. And I would also say that's kind of a segue into thinking about resources, human resources, because another thing that corporate partnerships can offer is access to the people who work there, their employees, the family of their employees, their customer base, and I think that there is a lot of opportunity. There's usually a lot of opportunity to work specifically with their employee base, whether it's through volunteering or employee giving or workplace giving campaigns, or like teams to different events or walks, those kinds of things. But also just coming together, doing something fun in the corporate workspace. Virtually and or in person, hopefully as we get back to in-person workspaces, where they can raise money, or they can raise money and or raise awareness, or both perhaps. It creates a lot of camaraderie, and if the campaigns are managed well with internal champions at the different businesses, and so I think really maximizing their ability to welcome you in to their employee base can really help elevate your campaigns, your fundraising, and then those resources overall.
Yeah.
Those are fun. But they're a lot of work sometimes, but they're still
and
great.
Again, same thing, if you have employees at a company that want to volunteer, it's a great thing, but if it's not truly helping you, don't make up something for the sake of it. That's more work for you as a nonprofit. That's not really getting at your mission. So, all of these things take a little bit of time of thinking, what, asset mapping, what are our assets, what are our needs, what can we truly actually use from a corporation, not just what is a corporation offering us and we have to take whatever we get.
Yeah.
I'll throw out one more to wrap us up, because this one is like the holy grail. You can get funding from a corporation just to support your mission. It is possible. It is a thing. It doesn't have to be a sponsorship. It doesn't have to be a cause marketing, a thing. I mean, those are often what companies are interested in, but a lot of companies have really sophisticated CSR platforms these days. They have missions of what they're trying to do with their money and their time and their resources in the social sector, in the world. And so if you are really well aligned, your mission is really well aligned with an organization, a company's goals, especially, for example, nonprofits who work in workforce development, and there's a company that needs to be sure it has a future workforce. There is the opportunity to approach a company and just talk about your mission and pitch a partnership where they are really just giving unrestricted dollars to your mission and to a program, and you're sharing with them how that's moving the mission forward. So don't count that one out.
Agreed.
So yeah, I think those are the big ones.
Those are the big ones, absolutely. And we would just really encourage you to think beyond that sponsorship language and style to true partnerships where you're inviting another entity to really work with you to help bring your mission and vision of the world into reality, and that helps you think really full picture strategically as well as emotionally about how you're going to invite them in and make them part of your team as you do really great work, and they can help you do that work. So we're really grateful for your time today. We hope that you learned a little bit and enjoyed our conversation. And if you have, please subscribe, share our YouTube channel in this Threading It Together series. You can also find us on our website at threadstrategies.com. Reach out to us for any other fundraising questions. We'd love to chat with you. So appreciate your time, and thanks. Happy fundraising.